Hi, this is Brooke Campbell from Volunteer Houston. At VH, our mission is to connect volunteers with local nonprofits, schools, and government offices in 13 counties of the Texas Gulf Coast region by connecting over 900 local nonprofits to more than 150,000 local volunteers. We accomplish that primarily through our web portal, which you can find at volunteerhou.org. Today, I'm going to introduce you to the initiatives feature in the VH portal. First, I'll explain what it is, then why you, as an agency manager, should use them, and lastly, how to tag any volunteer needs that you post in the VH portal with an initiative. So let's start with what is an initiative. It's a tool for grouping needs that fall under a certain umbrella. They're useful for the following types of needs that are associated with a specific event, such as MLK Day or a disaster event, and needs that are associated with a particular cause, such as homeless services or education. But it's important to note that only Volunteer Houston staff can actually create an initiative in the VH portal. But once it's created, every agency manager will have the ability to tag any of their volunteer needs, whether they're public or private, with that initiative. And those initiatives will appear in a number of places in the VH portal. And I'm going to show you those now. So first, they will appear as a navigation menu option on the left side of the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And you can even see here from the login page, this navigation menu on the left-hand side is a long list of essentially what are initiatives. So you see we've got one set up for food insecurity, refugee support, and even environment. That's the first place they will show up. They may also appear as one of 3 spotlights, which are brightly colored boxes that show up on any user's dashboard page. So as soon as this finishes logging in, it automatically takes me to my dashboard. And if I close that snapshot, you'll see the first spotlight is food insecurity in red. And then the other 2 are refugee support and environment that show up on the right. Now, Volunteer Houston staff can manage which spotlights appear where. So if you ever have a specific desire or need to see one of the many initiatives that we have in the portal spotlighted in one of these 3 locations in the portal, just reach out to us and let us know. And then lastly, agency managers will see a complete list of active initiatives when you're adding a new need, and that's where you will tag your need. And when you do that, the need that you tagged will appear in the list of other needs that have also been tagged by other agency managers with the same initiative. And I'll show you how to tag at the end of this video, but this is what it looks like. If I were to click on the refugee support initiative, the header shows up at the top of the page describing what that initiative is all about. And then any and all of the volunteer opportunities that are posted by a variety of organizations show up in this one central list. And you can see that here. We've got several pages of refugee support. So now let's talk about why you should take advantage of initiatives in the portal. In short, the needs that you tag with any initiative will get more exposure to volunteers who are searching for opportunities. So the Volunteer Houston or VH team will promote initiatives broadly via our 4 social media channels and by sending mass emails to our database of over 150,000 volunteers. In some cases, we also share those links to a specific VH portal initiative with local media to amplify the exposure that your needs that are posted in the portal have in the greater Houston region. And your organization can also promote an initiative in the VH portal simply by sharing the link like this. In this case, we're looking at the Refugee Support Initiative, and you would simply highlight the URL at the top of the screen, copy that. You typically can click on it and click copy, and then plug that into any email or social media post or whatever it is that you might be promoting. So lastly, let's look at how you tag your needs with any initiative. First, you'll navigate to your agency manager toolbar after you log into your user account. And so if you are actually listed as an agency manager with any agency, when you log in, you'll have a black toolbar at the top of the screen and you'll click My Agency. Now I'm listed with several different organizations. So I have a list. You might only have one. I'm going to make it less confusing and go to Academic Here in America. And when you click the name of your agency, your agency manager toolbar will appear in the middle of the screen here. So this orange header is the toolbox that takes you to some additional resources at the Galaxy Digital website. But your toolbar is here in the middle of the screen. So you're going to click the Needs tab, and you'll see this big blue button on the top right corner, and you'll click Add a New Need. Now, we do have a tutorial video that goes over all of the fields in this section when you're adding a new need, but I'm going to scroll down to the initiative section here. This is available to every agency manager, every agency that's using the portal, and you have access to all of our active initiatives. So you can see that we've got donation drives here. If your organization is hosting a donation drive that is not a cash donation, but an in-kind donation drive, like a coat drive, a book drive, or canned food drive, you should tag that need with this donation drives initiative so that it appears in the larger list of other donation drives in the Houston area. If and when our town is facing a disaster, our staff will create an initiative that is named after that disaster. So if your organization is coordinating volunteer efforts after a disaster, every need you post related to that, I highly recommend you post that or tag that with the name of that disaster initiative. And that's it. It is that simple, right? So if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to email us at info@volunteerhouston.org. And you can also check out more helpful videos in our tutorial library online at volunteerhouston.org/tutorials. Thanks, and see you next time.